welcome back to the session of GE8291 Environmental Science and Engineering, and it's the third video in the series of videos for Environmental Science and Engineering. And today's topic of discussion is the continuation of Chapter 1. After finishing this video discussion, you will be able to appreciate the importance of the subject Environmental Science and Engineering in daily life and elaborate the interactions of Earth, human and environment. Environmental Science and Engineering is an important subject to study as it addresses environmental issues of international importance, problems that have cropped in the wake of development, explosive increase in population, which leads to the need of alternative solutions, need to save the fauna, flora and humanity from mass extinction, and need for wise planning development for the future. Based on Misra's report written on environment in 1991. Today, the world is facing numerous environmental problems ranging from local problems such as groundwater depletion to global problems such as climate change. It has been well recognized that environmental issues like global warming, ozone depletion, acid rain, marine pollution, and loss of biodiversity are not merely national issues but are of global issues and hence must be tackled with international efforts and cooperation. Human development in the form of urbanization, industrial growth, transportation systems, agriculture and housing are putting high amounts of pressure on the developing countries. Developed countries, in the name of outsourcing employment, have moved their production units into developing countries who need tremendous job opportunities. Thus, they have reduced their pollution content. However, though these production units are of immense importance to the employment sector in developing countries, thus the developing countries should think of ways to handle the pollution crisis and make these job-giving industries more eco-friendly rather than totally banning the unit. The only things waste handling by the production should come under stricter rules and regulations. Our planet Earth has witnessed an explosive increase in population totaling to around 7.8%, in which India accounts for 17.4% of 7 billion world population with only 2.4% of land area. A demographic view of our world population as of March 2020 has exceeded 7.8 billion people. It has taken 2 million years for the world population to reach 1 billion in population, but it has taken only 200 years for us to reach 7.8 billion. Agricultural experts have recognized this massive population explosion is impacting the health of the soil. Problems like deficiency of micronutrients and organic matter are causing soil salinity to increase, thus causing damages to the soil structure. The population explosion is increasing groundwater depletion, thus increasing the soil salinity, causing damage to the soil's health. Need for alternative solutions is especially essential for the developing countries to find alternative paths and alternative goals to create sustainable earth. When a goal for development is considered, it is considered to be a true goal if it is environmentally strong and common to all citizens of the earth, and it should be distant from the developed world in the manner it should not form wasteful communities or societies which overconsume the natural resources. Our survival and sustenance depend on the resources we withdraw. Processing and use of the product have all to be synchronized with the ecological cycles in any plan of development. Our actions should be planned ecologically for the sustenance of the environment and development. Because it is incumbent on us to save our fauna, flora and humanity. Our planning of the future should carry a eco-friendly tag. Misra's report, presented in 1991, recognized four basic principles of ecology as given below. They are holism, ecosystem, succession and conservation. What does holism mean? It is defined as the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, where the whole contains the properties that cannot be discovered through the analysis of parts. This means ecosystem succession and conservation should be dealt as a one whole problem. Dealing them separately, you will not be able to solve the problems of the environment. The report also recognized four basic requirements for environmental management: their impact of human activities on the environment, value system, plan and design for sustainable development, environmental education. This report was presented at United Nations Conference on Environmental and Development, also referred to as the Earth Summit, held at Rio de Janeiro, the capital of Brazil, between 3rd to 14th June 1992. Thus, the subject environmental science and engineering guides us to understand how our day-to-day life and development impacts the environment and how we are in turn affected, how to maintain pollution-free environment and utilize natural resources wisely, and how to recycle utilized natural resources. Thus, taking care that the entire development process to become sustainable by ensuring equal distribution of natural resources between present and future generations, as well as caring for nature in every walk of life. Thank you for listening to this session of GE.